Hello students. Today we will discuss about back-cross method. The content here is introduction, requirement of back-cross program, application of back-cross program, transfer of dominant gene, transfer of recessive gene, merit of back-cross method, demerit of back-cross method and achievement. What do you mean by back? Back मतलब होता है पीछे जाना. Back crossing means it is since we are studying in plant breeding method, so we are discussing about back cross मतलब पीछे जाके क्रॉसिंग करवाना. पीछे जाके क्रॉसिंग करवाना पेरेंट्स से ही क्रॉसिंग करवाना बैक क्रॉसिंग कहला सकती है. In English we can say what is back cross? Cross between a hybrid F1 or a segregating generation, and one of its parent is known as back cross. In backcross method, the hybrid and the progeny in the subsequent generation are repeatedly backcrossed to one of the parents of the F1. This is the backcross method, and since it is going backward and it is used for breeding, that's why it is called backcross method of plant breeding. Since there are many varieties which are deficient in some character, therefore that deficient character present in recurrent parent is crossed with donor parent in which that character is present. So we use back cross for transfer of the character. The objective of back cross is to improve one or two specific defect of a high yielding variety which is well adapted to the area and has other desirable character. It means we use backcross to a desirable variety in which one or two characters lacking, then we are trying to induce that character by other recurrent parent. What is recurrent parent and what is non-recurrent? In backcross breeding, the parent from which few or more genes are transferred to the recurrent parent is called as donor parent, and in backcross breeding the parent to which few or more genes are transferred from the donor parent is called as recurrent parent. So what is the requirement of cross program? Number one, suitable recurrent parent which lack in one or two characters. Sometimes the breed is very suitable, but it is only it has one defect, that it is susceptible to rust or other diseases. That why we use backcross method to uh, reduce this quality, so that this defect, so that we can introduce new character. A suitable donor parent that has an intense form of character which is deficient in recurrent parent. It is the must of breeding program that the donor parent should have that particular character in huge amount or in intense form, so that when it is breeded generation after generation, even though the character should be present. The character to be transferred must have high heritability and governed by one or few genes. Sufficient number of back cross should be made so the genotype of the recurrent parent is recovered in full. Now, what is the application of back cross method? This method is commonly used to transfer disease resistance from one variety to another, but it is also useful in transfer of other characters. Number one, intervarietal transfer of simple inherited character, that is disease resistance, coat color, extra. Intervarietal transfer of quantitative character like plant height, seed size, seed shape, extra. Interspecific transfer of simply inherited character, that is transfer of disease resistant from related species to cultivated species. Resistance, for example, resistance to black arm disease in cotton from wild tetraploid species in Gossypium hirsutum. This is a backcross method which has been applied. Next is transfer of cytoplasm. This is employed to transfer male sterility. The female parent will having the sterile cytoplasm, and recurrent parent will be used as male parent. Example, Caecum malbericum, that is female parent, and Caecum indicum, that is recurrent parent. Then male sterility is transferred from the donor parent to recurrent parent. Transgressive segregation. This is the term we have discussed earlier. In backcross method may be modified to produce transgressive segregant. The F1 backcross to recurrent parent for 2 to 3 times for getting transgressive segregant. Production of isogenic line. Isogenic lines means by backcross we can get a constant line, that is called isogenic line. Germ plants conservation. Example, production of photoinsensitive line from photosensitive germplasm through backcrossing. This was done in case of sorghum, popularly known as conversion program. Now we come to genetic consequences of repeated backcrossing. What is the consequences of repeated backcrossing? Number one, it reduces the heterozygosity. It increases similarity with the recurrent parent. Selection of gene under transfer. The gene which has to be transferred is inherited in the offspring. Extended opportunity for breaking undesirable linkage. It is the case where we have extended opportunity for breaking undesirable linkage by backcrossing mm, generation after generation, and for selection of for recurrent parent type. What what we need to be transferred, yeah, or what we need to be stayed in the generation, we use that particular trait as a recurrent parent. Now you can see in this slide that how the character are intensity of the character is increasing. In first backcross, it is a rest resistant variety and adapted variety is A. You should know that the first parent which is written here should be female, and the second one is male. Then in F1 generation, you see that RR is in this case the resistant variety is dominant character. RR is 50% gene is transferred from A, then this is heterozygous condition 50%. Now in second back cross, you see that in B1 case, RR is from here, and from variety A smaller, then it is transferred to 75%. Now again, when we transfer this 75% to this RR variety A, then it is 87%, and again then it is 93%, and then after 96%. And after we back cross 4 generation, it is we get 1 is to 2 is to 1 ratio of RR is to RR and RR. That is the resistant gene is at least in some cases in 100% it is resistant. And you can see in this particular table that in back cross 10 generation it is 99.951% proportion of the particular desired gene in the recurrent parent. That is why backcrossing is referred or preferred. Now, selection of parent. Selection of parent is always very important in breeding program because it is the basic character which you are going to transfer. So, in backcross method, the breeding change of genotype of recurrent parent only for the gene under transfer to correct a specific defect of the recurrent parent. We use this particular back crossing, but some unexpected changes in one or more character may also occur due to gene tightly linked with the gene being transferred. It may be possible that some undesired gene may be tightly linked, and which we cannot ignore them. We cannot refuse them, or we have to take those character. Therefore, recurrent parent must be popular variety. Popular variety which have many desired character, maybe high yielding ability, desirable quality, and high adaptability, should be in recurrent parent, so that some one or few if character are inherited, it can be acceptable. In each crop, one or two variety dominant, and they are very popular with the farmer. So such a variety may have one or two defect. Example, susceptibility to disease or undesirable seed size or color, which may be removed by this method. Actually, this method is basically utilized for only one or two defect which is present in a popular variety. The non-recurrent parent is selected for high intensity of character, so that the character to be improved in the recurrent parent, which are not important. The intensity of the character should be preferably be more than the desired in the recurrent parent, because the intensity may decline during the transfer, and in the new genetic background of the recurrent parent, the character may decline. So we need to the intensity of the character should be more than desired in the donor parent. Now, what is the strategy for the transfer of dominant gene? Suppose that a high yielding variety and a widely adapted variety, wheat variety is A, which is susceptible to stem rust. Another variety B, which is resistant to stem rust, and this resistant is dominant to susceptibility. Now, what we do, we select variety A as a recurrent parent and variety B as non-recurrent parent. Procedure is very simple for dominant gene transfer, then recessive gene transfer. There you can see the procedure. In first year, we uh, cross non-recurrent parent with recurrent parent. In here, in this case, recurrent parent has dominant character. Variety B, which is rust resistant, and variety A, which is rust susceptible. Now in F1 generation, what will happen when RR is crossed with in F1 generation, we get dominant as rust is dominant character, then RR we get all the species will be rust susceptible unsusceptible to rust or resistant to rust. Now in second year, what we do, we take the F1 uh, hybrid, or and then we cross with and again with recurrent parent A, which is smaller smaller. Then in third year, we get what we get F1 back cross with recurrent parent with variety A. Then again we get RR and RR. So then small RR is rejected because it denotes that the genotype is susceptible. We do not utilize it. And RR we take dominant variety, which is very easy to recognize. And then again we cross with recurrent parent. This time rust similar plant similar to variety A are selected, and number two, the selected plant backcross with again with recurrent. This is done in further fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year. We cross the uh, back cross two generation, back cross three generation, four generation, five generation with recurrent parent. At till seventh year we do back crossing. Then in eighth year uh, we take the variety in FB6 breed, and then it is rust resistant plant, self pollinated and harvest separately. In 8 year we take the rust resistant plant and breed self pollinated. Then in B6 F2 generation, if it is self-pollinating, then it is in ninth year B6 F2 generation. Individual progenies are grown, and the selection of rust disease and plant type of A. Then we take rust resistant variety now, and now in 10th generation, which is B back cross 6 and F3. In this, individual progeny are grown again, and homogeneous progeny similar to recurrent parent A harvested and bulked. Now similar to it is harvested and bulked, and in 11th year what we do? We replicate yield trial with the recurrent parent as one of the checks, and in 12th year, if we get the suitable, and we surely get the suitable result because all the undesired traits are eliminated out. Seed multiplication for distribution of farmer begin on in 12th trial. So it take a huge time, but it is preferable for one or two character. Now the gene maybe the desired gene present is a recessive gene, then what to do? It is quite somewhat difficult, but breeders do it. When rust in case when rust resistance is due to recessive gene, all the back cross cannot be made one after another. This is one drawback. After first back cross and after every two subsequent back cross, F2 generation must be grown to identify rust resistant plant, because if it is rust resistant, it may be recessive gene and it has to be tested. The F1 and the back cross progeny are not inoculated with rust, but they will be uniformly susceptible. So only the F2 population are tested for rust resistance. Here variety B is rust resistance, which is small r, and it is non-recurrent parent. Whereas variety A is agronomically desirable and it is recurrent parent. Now let us see here that this is parent B, which is non-recurrent parent, and this is parent A, which is recurrent parent. And recurrent parent has dominant character, so variety B is rust resistant and variety A is agronomically desirable character. Recurrent parent, in recurrent parent we want to introduce this particular character. Variety B and variety A are crossed, and B is used as female parent. I've told you earlier that first we write female parent. Then in second year what happens? If a capital R and a small r are crossed, all in F1 breed will be RR, which is a heterozygous character, and then this R is known in this no rust resistant test happen, and F1 back cross to recurrent parent. Okay, then F1 again is back cross to recurrent parent, and what we get? RR and RR. Capital R in third year in back cross 1, and then in third year what we do, no rust resistant test happen and all the plant are self pollinated. Now when we do self pollinator, segregation will occur. We will get capital R character, capital R character, and small r. Then we this time we test rust resistant, and resistant plant are selected and back cross to variety A. Now this year we select the rust resistant plant and then back crosses to A. In fifth year, which is back cross 2 generation, it is back cross. Then here again we get capital R and a small r, and this variety is then crossed with, and no rust test is done because there is no need to do this, because one character R resistance is recessive character, and in first in back cross 2 or dominant character is susceptible to, we will not get the proper result on testing, and then plant back cross to variety A. Again We in sixth year we BC3 backcross tree we do, and this is no rest resistant. All the plants are self-pollinated, and now when we self-pollinated, again we will get dominant character, heterozygous character, and recessive character. Then in seventh year, then again with the recessive character, what we get, we again cross it with variety A, which is dominant character. And rest resistant test is not here we do rest resistant test, resistant plant selected, and backcross to variety again. In eighth year, backcross 4, where we do no rest resistant test, and we cross it with recurrent parent, which is variety A, and plant backcross to variety A again. And in ninth year, where it is backcross 5, it is all the plant are self-pollinated, and no resistant test was done. In 10th year, which is backcross 5 F2 generation, rust resistant test is also done. Rust resistant plant selected, and their self seed harvested separately. And now in 11th year, which is backcross 5 F3 generation, individual progeny are grown. Progeny is resistant to rust and similar to variety A selected and composited. In 12th year, replicated yield test along with variety A are checked, and in 13th year, seed multiplication for distribution began. This then recessive process, where there we were in dominant trait, we were getting the result in 11 year, and in recessive trait we will it will take 13 year to get the stage of seed distribution or multiplication. Now we come to what is the merit of backcross method. The genotype of new variety is nearly identical with that of recurrent parent, except for the gene transfer. So the outcome of a backcross program is known beforehand, and it can be reproduced anytime in future. This is the first thing that the result is known, what we want and what we can get. It is known, so it is easier for the farmer. Next is much smaller population is needed. This method, in the pedigree method, it is not necessary to test the variety. Developed by the backcross method in extensive yield test, because the performance of recurrent parent is already known. This may save up to 3-4 year times and considerably expense also. Now, the backcross program is not dependent on the environment except for the needed selection of character under transfer. This is the only method for interspecific gene transfer. This is must remember that it is the only method in plant breeding for interspecific gene transfer and for transfer of cytoplasm. Because the character is very similar, the character should be only differ in one or two desired character. So this is the only method for interspecific gene transfer. Defect like susceptibility to the disease of well-adapted variety can be removed without affecting its performance and adaptability. These are the merits of the cross program. With merits, there are some or other demerits also. Number one demerit is that new variety generally cannot be superior to the recurrent parent except for the character data transfer. It is well known that the variety which is coming from backcross will not be superior except for one character. There is linkage drag, which I have told you earlier, closely linked between a desirable and desirable character uh, are drag with the desired character, and so sometimes it may be not so beneficial for us because of linkage drag. and hybridization required for each backcross. This is also a drawback, which because hybridization is often difficult, time-taking, and costly process. By the time backcross program improves its recurrent parent, may have been replaced by other varieties superior in yielding ability and other character. This is also a drawback. Once we are taking a trade with a very adaptable variety or very favorite variety of the farmer or the consumer, but we take to test a particular variety, we take 11 to 13 years. But then in meanwhile, if a good variety comes in market, then all the effort which has been done is gone to vain. That is some difficulties with this program, this backcross program. There are also some achievements, very important achievements. Number one is rust resistance have been transferred to Kalyan Sona from several diverse sources, example Robin, HS19, Bluebird Extra, and TIFT 23A was used in backcross program with resistant lines from India and Africa to develop downy mildew resistant male sterile line as MS521, MS541 extra and Gossipum herbaceum variety, that is cotton variety, Vijaypala, Vijay, Digvijay and Kalyan are some of the cotton variety developed by this method. Now these are the reference. I would suggest you that please read B.D. Singh Plant Breeding and Principle and Method. It is a very important book. Without this, our lesson cannot be complete. And if you want to read, you can read Introduction to Plant Breeding by Jack Brown and Peter Caligari if you can want. Then that is all about backcross and thank you.